Okay, it's time for another unscripted video. I'm going to take another look at this thing. This is an Amazon Basics product, the Deluxe Quick Access Firearm Safety Device with Biometric Fingerprint Lock. That's the whole name. I agreed to take a look at this and see if I couldn't find a way to retrofit it and make it more secure. But after I took this out and started looking it over, I realized I don't want to do that. So this is not going to be a retrofitting video. When I started looking this over, I found a couple of issues that I think are really important to talk about. First, this thing is fitted with a generic spring release latching mechanism that does not inspire me with confidence. And I'm going to be testing that out. The first issue I want to talk about, though, is this lock. It's a wafer lock that takes a laser cut inner groove key. It's not a bad lock, but I'm concerned about the application. When I turn the key in this, I only have to turn it about 1/8 of an inch to start tapping the cam at the end of this lock on the release wire. I don't know if you can hear this on camera or on audio. That tapping sound is the cam bumping against that release wire. Once I've got the cam resting on that wire, I only have to press hardly at all to release it. So that means I ought to be able to push a screwdriver in there and then grab it with a pair of pliers and move it. I only have to move that lock. Well, there's already a lot of play in it. I don't have to move it very far, and I guess that's what concerns me. So I'm going to find out right now just how hard it is to force this. Not very hard. That took no effort at all. Whoops. Let's see if the key still works. The lock is broken. All right. But it will lock. So now I want to do the other test. This is the screwdriver I used originally when I was testing this device. I jammed it in here and then pried up the lid far enough to insert a piece of coat hanger wire. So now what I want to do is pry up the lid far enough to insert a screwdriver at the front. And again, I want to find out how much effort it takes to pop that spring release latching mechanism. And I'm just going to lean down on this screwdriver. It's resisting me somewhat. Let's try it here. Okay. Well, it doesn't take much to force it. I'll take this apart and show you what the mechanism looks like inside. Here it is, the most common spring release latching mechanism I come across. I have found this thing installed in Fortress products, Gun Vault, RPNB, Bulldog bolts, and of course Amazon Basics. You might think that after forcing it open that I've broken this, but I haven't. I'll put the latch in the locked position, and now I'll press down on the release wire. It still works. And ultimately, that's what this is all about. I didn't want to give anyone a false sense of security about this device and suggest that you could button it up. You really can't. This particular mechanism can be forced open and it'll still function. So steer clear of these Amazon Basics firearm safety devices.